This occupation is not an entry-level one. Sports administrators have progressed to this position after gaining experience in various aspects of sports management. Sports administrators are employed by the government, local municipalities, schools, universities, as well as private sports organisations and clubs, NGOs and community centres. The main tasks required of a sports administrator are to plan, organise, coordinate and promote sport and recreational activities. In some cases, they may be responsible for creating sports policies. A sports administrator combines an interest and knowledge of sports and recreation with a high level of business and management acumen. Business knowledge must be relevant to the sporting industry. These administrators require excellent organisational skills as well as outstanding communication and interpersonal abilities. Openness to change is also key, as it enables the administrator to assess emerging trends in sport and determine the viability for their organisation. They should be analytical in their outlook and think strategically. The actual responsibilities for this occupation will depend on the level of the job as well as the employer. These range from routine administrative tasks to managing highly complex projects, budgets and resources. The administrator is often responsible for activities such as fundraising, promoting sport at schools as well as to the broader community. The administrator also works to attract corporate sponsorships. They may liaise with local sports councils, regional committees and national governing bodies. Depending on their employer, the administrator may consult with club members and the neighbouring community as well. They organise training and coaching clinics. Inter-school sports festivals and other events are used to promote sports in schools. The organising and scheduling of sports events requires the administrator to manage budgets and, where necessary, to recruit and train coaching staff. Sports administrators carry out operational duties which may involve responding to inquiries and requests for information from other organisations and members of the public. They ensure that the administrative systems and databases are efficient and well managed. Some sports administrators may serve on provincial or national government task groups. Others may serve on boards dealing with the use of banned substances or the breach of sporting regulations. The sports administrator is also often responsible for presenting the annual financial reports to the managing body. The working conditions of sports administrators vary greatly depending on the size of the club or association they work for. Although they normally work in offices, sports administrators may be required to travel to visit educational institutions, media organisations, sponsors and other stakeholders. As sporting events are often held in the evenings and over weekends and public holidays, sports administrators tend to work irregular hours. To become a sports administrator, a relevant qualification in sports administration, business management, sports science or a related area is usually the first step. Employers require workplace experience in the field of sport and recreation, as well as in networking and managing sports events. Developing supervisory and managerial skills is essential for this occupation. These skills can be developed in administration jobs such as charity fundraising, public relations and events management. Progression will depend on the size and nature of the employer, as well as prior experience of organising sporting events, as well as administrative expertise.